Tired of hearing, hey, do your due diligence, but no one tells you what the heck that actually means? If you're about to buy a business, this is your pre-flight checklist. Ever been in the military or fly planes? You got to have a pre-flight checklist. Get this wrong, you could walk into a financial nightmare. Get it right, you buy with confidence. Let's break it down. Hi, I'm John Stoddard. I've helped my students close $33 million in deals, and I've raised about $50 million for deals and startups. And I coach first-time buyers how to buy their first business. Today, I'm going to give you a due diligence roadmap I wish I had when I started. So here's the deal. Due diligence is your one shot to verify the business you're about to buy. Just imagine werewolf running at you and you have one silver bullet. Not what the broker says, not what the seller hopes is true. It's where you uncover red flags, hidden liabilities, inflated earnings, bad books, or sometimes outright fraud. Think of it as protecting your downside before you even think of an upside. So, most people think it's just the P&L. It's not. Here's the full scope. Financial, operational, legal, regulatory, and human. Let's hit each one fast. And we're going to start with tax returns, bank statements, QuickBooks or accounting files, then compare reported income versus actual bank deposits. Look for phantom add backs. Check for personal expenses run through the business. Almost every small business user does this. It's not illegal, but you'll see it there. Review margins, customer concentration, reoccurring revenue, and aging accounts receivable. If it smells off, it probably is. Sometimes the books aren't even balanced. That's where the income statement, net profit, should match the income statement on the balance sheet. If it doesn't, they're not balanced. All right, let's get into operational. Ask, what does the owner actually do all day? Who's critical to the business? And will they stay? Any key customers you're at risk of losing? Like, you can't get an SBA loan with high customer concentration. You got to find out if they're staying or leaving because of the owners leaving. Also, how reliable is the supply chain? As you know, we just had COVID problems and supply chain from China was a mess. Are processes documented or just in someone's head? Any tech stack that's outdated or duct tape. You're buying a cash flow machine. Inspect the engine, not just the dashboard. All right, last one, legal and regulatory, where you can get burned if you're not sloppy. You need all contracts and leases, employee agreements, pending lawsuits, licensing and compliance records. Also pull UCC filings. This tells you if anyone has a lien on the assets, including the IRS. Local and federal licenses, sales tax compliance, OSHA, and labor violations. This is where an attorney earns their fee. Don't wing this at all. They know how to operate. Here's some pro tips. Request bank statements yourself, not just a spreadsheet. You could use ChatGPT or Claude to summarize 3 years of financials. Anonymize the stuff. Get seller to sign off on disclosures in writing, and then cross-check employees with contractors. Who's W-2, who's 1099. Get reps and warranties in your purchase agreement. Here's a bonus tip. Even small red flags multiply under pressure. If the seller dodges questions, you probably should walk. All right, let's wrap this up. And I want to tell you, don't do this alone. You don't get points for doing it yourself. Bring in a CFO or fractional controller to do the financial review. Make sure you have a well-versed SMB deal attorney and a tax advisor. And trust your gut on this one. If it feels too good to be true, it usually is. You want my full checklist? I'll put in the link below. It's in my book. It's $19.99. And if you want help walking through an actual deal, check out dealflowsystem.net. We walk buyers through process every single week. Real deals, real analysis, no BS. And smash the like button if this helped. And if you've seen any due diligence horror stories, drop them in the comments, and we'll see you next time.